Today we're going to remove that wobbly pulley and install this one. This is actually the third pulley I've been through so far. I had the stock one, it wobbled. I bought another one from, I think, IAP. I put it on. If you saw the past video, it wobbled. And this is the one that was originally on my 1600, and it also wobbles. So we're going to get rid of this thing. I'll show you guys in a minute, but I've been very busy in the shop. Not necessarily with this car, but I'll give you a little bit of a tour. You'll see what's going on after I'm done with this. Now this belt is fairly new and it's kind of loose on here. I'm hoping this new pulley will tighten it up. We'll see. Oh, yeah, and there's only one spacer in here. That's how loose that belt is. This pulley comes in 3 pieces. And then you also have to buy the CB nut separately. I got the silver one instead of the chrome. I don't know why, but I think it looks kind of cool. Oh, that's a difference. Oh. It does shake a little bit. Don't know if I like that. I'm going to put this on and see how it goes. If it's a problem, I'll call CB Performance and let them know. I also got 2 different packs of spacers. There are no directions. Oh, I'm dropping stuff already. Here we go. It's gonna be one of those days. Trying to get an idea of how many spacers I'm gonna need. Let's see if that stack will work. Nope, too many. Take 2 of these out. Seems more like it. Not exactly sure how this works, if I'm supposed to put spacers in there or not. I don't think so. Wish there was directions. It would probably help out quite a bit. $19 mil. Pretty tight. It's right about where we need to be. This belt is already stretched out. Let me say that's pretty good. She is slipping right now. But that seems the right tension. 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch out. Okay. So she looks a lot better, that's for sure. Better than that ugly thing. Now it makes my alternator look horrible. Let's lower the car down, start this thing up. I have not started this in a while. Well, I might as well show you why. If you didn't notice, my truck, it's gone. It's in pieces. I do have another channel. It's called @FordDentside. And basically what I've been doing for the last week and a half is working on this. This is where the eyebrow came off and it was pretty chewed up. I'm thinking about putting some riv nuts in where they screwed these holes in for a better grip. This is the giant hole they drilled to put the skinny little tiny wire through. Don't know why. Also, I have been upgrading tools in the shop. We now have a sandblaster. And I'll tell you what, I struggled with this thing. I took a stock King abrasive cabinet. I think it's a 90, I'm not sure. Put a metering valve on it. Yeah. I also put in a foot pedal. Right now we have the stock gun, but I do have to tell you, I did order another gun, but it doesn't work. It will not pull me. When I pull this out of here, that's how it came. With that thing all jammed in there like that. So no matter what I do, it won't pull media. I don't know if that has something to do with it or if the gun's just junk or whatever. I've heard some pretty horrible reviews. I've tried every half thread on this thing. No matter what I do, it will not pull media from the bottom. And I put fresh dry media in it. I tried everything. Hook up that other stock gun, works perfectly fine. That gun and that foot pedal came together. The foot pedal had very tiny holes inside. So what I did was I took this all apart, and inside here, don't know if you can see that, there's a screw that I put in. Well, what used to be there is just a little tiny hole with like a BB jammed in there, and that's where they drilled. So I opened up all the ports in this thing to 3/8 so that it flows better. It didn't take long. I was kind of afraid of the plunger that's on the inside here working, because I bored through where that seals. I put that screw in and I put some JB weld on it, and it held up. I was surprised. I hooked this thing up the next day and it worked so much better. Well, probably don't need it, but it's convenient. The gun has a trigger on it too, but whatever. I want to get another gun someday. I put LED strips in it. One that way and then one that way. I was going to put them on the top and the bottom, but that works fine, and the wires weren't long enough. Lots of wiring I had to do. There's the stock gun. Probably going to put a different tip in there and see if it works better. But anyway, the gloves blow up. I probably do need to drill another hole in this thing or two. I put this inline vent in here. It's a plumbing thing, so it lets your line vent. And it's letting air in, and when it's done, it doesn't let material out. But I don't think it's big enough. I'm going to have to drill a couple more holes so that those gloves don't blow up like that from the negative pressure in there. I also took this window off and welded nuts to the bottom of the inside of this so that I could easily put these in, and then I can take this off and remove the glass or the plastic or whatever. But from the 3/4 inch line, this is a temporary line. We have it running back all the way to the back of the shop. I have this 3/4 line hooked up here. I put a 1-inch output to a shutoff to a T, and then eventually what I'm going to end up putting here is 1-inch line, and we're going to run it all the way to the other end of the garage. But this black pipe is really expensive, so it's going to be a while before I do that. So this is future upgrade. Air dryer, the regulator. I also purchased this bench metal bendy thingy, whatever, I forget what it's called, and a press. It's a 12-ton. I don't know how often I'm going to use this, but I got the press and that and this for cheap. So I bought them from a package deal. I forget his name, Philip. Philip lives about 2 minutes away from me, and super nice guy. He's got a 57 Corvette in his garage that I really, really want. It's absolutely beautiful. But Philip, thanks. Here's the update on what I've done so far, and it's working good, buddy. Thank you. Yep. I've gone and did it this time. So every day I got to roll everything out of the garage and then squeeze it in here, in this area right here, because I have no more room. So what's eventually going to end up happening is I'm probably going to put the Bug at my brother's house for a month or two while I start doing this and painting and doing this sanding and painting. So wintertime videos for the Beetle are going to be spaced out more. We'll see how it goes. Other stuff that I'm going to be working on soon. I got the MagnaSpark. I'm starting to mess with this. Looks like I'm staying with the stock settings for the spring setup for now, but I'll show you how that goes together. And I gotta find a place to put this on the back of the car, a coil. And I bought a new distributor clamp because the one I have empty on my car is bent. I'm also going to have to make the coil wire, or I might just ditch this one altogether and make a longer one, depending on where I mount the coil. And I also bought some exhaust wrap. I'm not going to do this until I'm absolutely sure my carbs are perfectly tuned, because I'm getting a little bit of black stuff coming out of the cracks of the Baja exhaust. This is going to be for my vent system. And then I got these to replace the 90-degree angles that we put underneath the front of the car for the fuel pump, because that's all I had at the moment. Ordered these, I got them in 5/8 to quarter. That should definitely help with flow, I'm hoping. I have to walk around the entire garage to get the stuff now, and it's getting tight in here. So I need to make some room. I got to get some stuff done with this Ford. So like I said, the Beetle videos are going to be spaced out more until I get more of this done. So check out the other channel at Ford Dentside. I'll be jamming on this thing, and maybe in the next week or so I'll release the video on this install for the MagnaSpark 2 from CB Performance, and then we'll see how that runs, and I'll do a little review, or we'll do a quick drive in the Beetle again, hopefully before it starts to snow around here, because it's getting cold. Before I forget, let's start this thing up and see if that pulley wobbles or if it's nice and straight. Hasn't been started in a while. Bear with me. She's definitely cold. That is nice. That's the nicest pulley I've had so far, that's for sure. Sweatshirt's on, and it's getting dark early. So until next time. get out in the garage, get something done.